Good morning. Today's gonna be a fun day. Gotta put this in the van. That's ready to go. Dad and Adrian are getting the wagon ready because we're gonna take that up. We're gonna go to Ag Progress today, so it'll be fun. And in case you don't know what Ag Progress is, it's a big outdoor farm show for Pennsylvania that Penn State holds. We try to go every year. What do you think those baler twine will hold? I would rather have a regular side, but couldn't find the back for it, so just try to make one a little bit with baler twine. Hopefully it holds good. Dad and Adrian replaced the front tires this morning. Looks like they greased it. This thing rolls pretty nice, so that'll be nice. Come on, get in. The left rear tire has a hole. These tires are like all dry rotted and junk. So, oh well. I guess we'll just have to take a ball pump or a bike pump with. If it gets too flat, pump it back up, keep going. We can't find a bike pump, but we're gonna get ready to go here soon anyway. We'll just have to deal with it, I guess. We got neighbor boys, Donovan and Ashton. Donovan's been working for us for the past few weeks, months maybe even. I don't know how long exactly, down at the Criswell house. His younger brother Ashton, they're gonna go with us up, and we told them we'd pick them up now. But they're not far away, so that's all right. So we're gonna get going. And the seed tents, now we're gonna get this done. Bunch of seed tents here. We're at Seed Consultants one right now. We're at Seed Consultants now. If I remember right, we planted some of this one, this variety, and I am not seeing any more ones that we planted this year. But they have a bunch of different ones. Dad and the salesman Todd are in the tent trying to figure out what's going on because somebody sent wrong checks, or I'm not sure what all. I'm letting them figure it out. That's their thing. But yeah, it's some pretty nice looking corn. Got 3 ears on there, which they'd fertilize it heavy at these shows. So for us it'd be like remove this ear, you'd have these 2 ears. But yeah, still looks really nice, very beefy compared to, let's say, this one, this 1003 that's doesn't look quite as nice, I don't think. It's a little shorter. That's probably more of a grain. One thing that I missed was we did plant this last year too, but that's a little bit of a longer hybrid. That's a 112 day. We're gonna cut that out. We're gonna go with a 1087, which is a pretty reliable one, and it's a little bit shorter. Our goal is to get shorter, or make that it dries down better at the end of the year, and we don't have to spend as much money drying the corn. That's the goal. We'll see how it works. So we talked to Seedway and Pine Creek Seed Farm. Now we just need to go down, talk to Pioneer, then we're done with this.
Pretty much the same thing.
Almost, yeah. They're both Asian companies.
What?
They're both Asian companies.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dad's was over at Chem Grill. I decided I want to see this new Coyote tractor. Oh, that's cool. Has a shifter and everything. That's very common to see, like these Korean stuff. This little handle, turn off the loader. That's pretty cool. Maybe loader arm. Some for switchback here, maybe for a third valve. Faster, slower horn. Throttle. Oh, that's your 3 points. Well, I think I'd rather. This can move front. I was gonna say I don't want it further forward. That's pretty cool.
Dude, 10.
Yeah, we're watching some online auctions here at auction time. That's at 1,025. 2 seconds to go. Is it sold? Did it sell? Oh, it sold. $1,025. Somebody bought that. No idea where. That is 99. Oh, no, we're at 9,900. Both of them are 9,900. They're identical. They're moving on. There's an auger for $800. That'll probably go up some more. That's kind of interesting to watch, but it takes a little bit long. It's a 9340 TTV Warrior. I don't remember what the one last year was, but it was about this. There's a big tractor. Somewhere. That's probably that. Nope, it's locked. Yeah. Hey, they got the gap in between there. There's an 8RX 410. That thing's sold already. That's 4-tracked tractor. Big hardy sprayer. Looking good. Lots of equipment here. Humongous fan. Kind of nice. This is my lunch. It's a cheesesteak loaded with a Pepsi from the FFA booth. This is probably the neatest thing I've seen in a while. You get to your slip clutch. I already have it off, but you just slide it over. The grommets over the pins. There. That's not going to come off right away. Pretty good. If I were to get a new Holland disc spine, it'd probably be something like this, if I could afford it. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. But you can always dream. Well, I do not like that. Water's sitting in there. I'd probably, maybe not right away, but probably swap out the rolls for some aftermarket ones, like we have in our disc spine. Steel on steel, really great rolls that we have. These would probably work, just maybe not quite as good. This is quite the skid loader. Oh, they have their windows blacked out. There's like, yeah, wow, there's not nearly as much room in here as a lot of their competitors, but I do like that. It's adjustment for your arms. I wish it'd have, if I'd be running this, I'd want armrests. It has a foot throttle. There's not much foot space down there compared to some of their competitors. Oh, that's not the horn. Oh, those aren't the horns, or they anyway don't work right now. Boy, this cab is almost claustrophobic. I'm gonna get out of here. That's quite the machine. Real big skid loader. For whatever reason, this is the new style where you gap the cab and the hood. I'm not sure why. I don't really mind it. This is the new Fendt Rotigators. This is a 932. See pretty far from here. There's a nice big tractor. More nice equipment. Hey, there's a bale bearing over there. This would be the Agri-Tier booth, so they have a lot of big brands here. Here's a Fendt 516 Vario. That'd be a fun tractor to have. There's a sprayer, and then there's a 1038 on the other side. What do you think of that light? It's crazy. There's a Claus Tedder. That's bigger than ours. I think I'd rather have ours. It has the back things around it, more safety, and it has the hook tines. Ours does, not this one. Vermeer is here. I don't know if I'll show them or not. Here's a pretty tractor. 8S.285 from Agri-Tier. Oh yeah. It's been like a year since I sat in one of these. Race car steering wheel. Oh, you can really turn around with this. Nice screens. Wow. Mare. Look at all them buttons. I wonder if that's for loaders if you have that. Actually, no, there'd probably be some hydraulics. So you just sit here, look back. You're running whatever you want. Good deal. Oh yeah, looks like fun. Definitely a lot more going on. What does this do? Okay, yeah, that's a whatever you call it. Yeah, they got a pretty big area here. Dad's looking, oh wow, new baler, 1842. Normally they only run 1840s, so that must be a really new version. Little details, that's what counts. I love seeing the little details. That says Massey Ferguson there, right as on the step as you're going in. This little, probably aluminum piece, aluminum cast piece is what it feels like. Just says a little bit of a Massey Ferguson. I love seeing that and like little logos inside the lights. That's always neat to see. Let's check out this cat skid loader. This is a wheeled version. I do like this step. It makes it nice and big. Not a lot better than that New Holland. In fact, I'd almost say there's definitely more footroom back and forth, forward and back, but not side to side. There is a thing where you can set your foot up where it's a little bit of an angle there, and you got your foot throttle. I like the New Holland's foot area better. I do like this, these armrests though. I really, really like that. Yeah. I think I'd still rather have a Wackernussen than this, but this has the Caterpillar name. I don't know, I'd have to demo it if I'd buy one. I don't know. For some reason, I'm just extremely interested in skid loaders. I'd probably demo a Caterpillar and a Kubota, possibly a new Bobcat, I don't know. Then see how I like those, and then probably still go with a Wackernussen. That's the new ones that I work on when I do work on skid loaders. I work at the dealership for them, so that's always kind of nice to run brand new equipment when you get the opportunity. There we go. I drove one of these very similar to this, just older, one time. I really like that thing. Really liked it. I want to sit in this thing, see how I like it. I think it'd be fun to have something like this. This is one of the best stands. We get out milk, chocolate milk. Yum. This is the coolest little backhoe ever. It's on tracks. Seat ain't very comfortable, but that can probably be adjusted. Pretty good visibility all the way around. Boy, that'd be a lot of fun. It's just to look at it. There's a camera there. There we are.
Two cameras.
Yeah. Two cameras looking at each other. This is a really unique tractor. It's a 1946 McCormick Deering WD9 diesel. So it would have been the first diesel tractor that Huber would have sold. It's like 55 horsepower, I think. Yeah, 55 horsepower. It was rebuilt, repainted by Huber. Then, so this is a diesel, but you look on this side, everything's gas pretty much, because you have your carburetor here and your distributor, spark plug wires going up to your spark plugs. But what this tractor would have done would have started on gas and ran on diesel, because there's your ejection pump and all your fuel lines, and this is the diesel side. So that's a very, very, very unique tractor. Steel wheels. It was probably like before rubber wheels would have really been big on tractors. That's very, really, really, really neat. And this would have been back, this would have been more of a dangerous tractor because you can see the seat, the operator seat, would have been behind the back axle. If I remember right, the Ford Ferguson's would have been the first with it like more in the front, and that would have been one of the safer tractors back in the day. That's just kind of neat. Same brand mowers that Roar Dairy runs, the MacDon. Not sure what model theirs is, but that's another neat machine. Somehow this all folds down and the cutter head goes down the road like this, but I'm not sure how all that works. This has a lot longer of a tongue than ours. Ours would only come to like here, the end. But, well, this one comes to here. It's a 2-point hitch, but you can see this regular hitch they have to tow it, so that's neat. There's a lot of big stuff here. The Huber booth, case age. Now let's check out the Wackerly's SW28. Never been in a SW28, but you can see got wider foot room than all the others. The length, I can actually get both of my feet. I have decent sized feet, both sides. Now part of this is angled. Foot throttles here, that could be maybe a slightly better position, but I mean the armrests are really nice. The rest is pretty simple. I mean, this stuff is maybe a little bit of a reach to get to, but if you have a foot throttle, you're never really using this. You only use this when you get in, and same for that, when you get in and out. For the most part, the rest of the stuff is pretty nice. It is unhandy that you have to strap every time and then take off your park brake, but so it goes. It's alright though. I mean, it has to have some for safety features. And visibility is actually pretty good in these things. So, and okay, at the narrowest point, I have my arm like this, and I have pretty decently long arms. My elbow's just touching at the end. So, this is a nice spacious cab. And they're good skid loaders too. This machine is like the ultimate way to haul bales. It's an auto-loading bale trailer. If you do a lot of them, then you'd want something like that, but we don't do enough to even justify something like that. It'd have to be like extremely cheap and really close to us for us to make sense, like maybe $3,000 max, because we have a skid loader that can do everything. Got some PA Dairymen Association's milkshakes. These things are good. We're in a corn maze now, us guys. We're going. Here's one of the questions. Total crop loom in Pennsylvania, approximately 20.3 million acres or 4.6 million acres. I think it's that way. We're gonna go this way. That's about how we do it. If we run into a dead end, we know we were wrong and go back the other way. And this corn is definitely a little bit narrow. Look at that, we went the right way. This is the field that they were mowing when we came in. They did mower demos. Then they would have tedded it. Probably tomorrow they'll rake it and bale it. Over here, this was tedded this morning. Now, it was tedded last night or yesterday, whenever. And those demos. And it was raked and baled this morning, or today. I also bought this little skid loader because why not? It'll look nice up on a shelf. And it wasn't too bad of a price. It was enough, but it wasn't too bad. Well, today was a pretty long day. It was a lot of fun. Wherever. Anyway, gonna get everybody loaded up here. We also got to meet Tony and Ashlyn Roar from Roar Dairy Productions. That was interesting, talking with them for a while. Well, there's our toilet in the middle. This room's almost done. Tomorrow the flooring guys are gonna come. This is at the Crystal Farm, by the way, where we're redoing this rental. They're gonna get the flooring on tomorrow. Then the vent guys are probably gonna get that all figured out. Then the baseboard trim, and then around the doors and closet doors trim. That needs done yet. But boy, did they do a really nice job. Whew, that looks nice. That light could be a little bit brighter. If that were a LED, this room would be a lot brighter and a lot nicer. You'd be able to look at it better. So that's the one bedroom. That's almost done. The other bedroom, exact same situation, almost done. Just the flooring, which I think those are going to be carpet, and this other bedroom, the master bed, same situation. If I remember right, these are all carpet. Then here in the hall, and I'm not sure about the bathrooms. I'm thinking those two. That's all going to be linoleum within the next few days, because the flooring guys are coming tomorrow. So that's looking good. And that's pretty much where everything else sits. So we're gonna have dishwasher's gonna go in here. Mom and Dad ordered a countertop that's gonna go around here, and it's gonna be real fancy. And instead of like the normal stainless steel dip thingy, it's gonna be more like I would consider a bathroom, but the bowl is gonna be in the countertop. So that's gonna be interesting to see. And I mean, this house is coming together. I haven't been in here for like a week. The plumbing guys are pretty much done. The toilet goes in there. I think the bathtub is all set. Of course, I mean, this needs finished up again because I think they had to tear out, yeah, that needs repainted and everything, because the plumbing guys had to tear out a bunch of drywall, unfortunately. But then the fixtures can be done. Vents, the baseboard heaters can be put back in once the flooring and trim's up. See, so that countertop's gonna be something like this, with the bowl already integrated into it. So that's gonna be really neat. It's gonna look nice, I think. I didn't see that yet. And the the countertop isn't there, but this, the cabinets and everything, they're looking really good. I don't remember if the others picked out a backsplash or not, but that'll need to be done yet. And flooring and some trim. And then these out here, they just got done painting today. And that room in there, this here, that's gonna have that older trim that we had gotten a few months ago to put in. These rooms are gonna get paneling, and then washer and dryer are gonna go here. I believe the plumbing is done for them. Well, of course the drain, where does that go? For the washer drain, I'm not sure, actually. If that's for that, then that's done. Dryer vents there. Everything's wired. The shower side, they're not going to be able to do until the paneling is in. So we're going to have a bunch of paneling to do here. We have to finish. I think there's a little bit of insulation on the other side of that wall that's going to be needed done. And that's pretty much done. We're getting close to this house. The others are getting close. I didn't do much for it, it seems, but it's looking good. I like it. It spritzed a little bit out here. But we got chores to do, to grind feed. Also got this doohickey thing, Ag Progress. What it does, I didn't take off the packaging yet, but basically what it is it's a little grabber. So if you drop like nuts or bolts on the ground or whatever, so I can pick up this branch. If I can line it up there. It just grabs it pretty good and tight, like that. Drop it, good to go. I've had enough of dropping bolts and nuts on the ground in stones when you're trying to work on something. So I got something that hopefully fixes that. Or once I drop it, it's easier to get instead of trying to crawl around and try to find a magnet that doesn't bend around and whatnot. There, now when I go to work next week, I'll have it with. So for chores tonight, I got the calves to feed. The calf that I do, and the cattle to feed. But I'm gonna wait till we're done grinding feed to feed those cattle. Alright, he's ready to go feed. I need the little guy there on the left. There's a handful of other calves that want it too, but they're too big. Easy, buddy, back up. There's your milk. Stay between this guy, easy. Okay, I might have to pen them separate. We'll see. There you go, buddy. He's pretty well done. The others, they don't want to be petted, but they want the milk. Easy, buddy. You're done now. All right, he's done. See that one back there? He wants it, but they chase him around a little bit. Doesn't surprise me because they're a few months older. Hey, buddy. Okay. No, you don't want me around when I go after you to pet you, do you? No. Why not? What about you? Yeah, there you go. I don't know why they're that way, but they are. These two aren't too far in a difference in age. There's definitely a little bit of a difference. These other calves weren't in here for a long time. They were actually down at the Criswell farm, but they kept getting out so much, which we mowed under the fences now, but they kept getting out so much and we didn't have good voltage down there. Once they start getting out, they don't stop getting out. So they were always getting out. So we just ended up bringing them here where we have better voltage and we can keep an eye on them better. They haven't really gotten out yet, so that's good. It's really good. One thing with this farm, there's lots of praying mantises, but I didn't really see many this summer yet. Well, it is where they all are. Got one right there. Got one right there. What's he calling? Another one there. Is there another one in here? No, grasshoppers. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but I'm thinking the green ones were the females and the brown ones were the males. The brown ones would be a little bit smaller, if I remember right. But yeah, there's lots of praying mantises there. Grinding feet now. Dad's putting corn in there. Over there, I'm staying a little bit away because that thing is extremely loud. So that's how we grind feed. Coming out of the bin, auger it up into the hammer mill, hammers it in, puts it in the tank there. When I stand in this area beside the bin, I'm smelling what I like to call the Cornstar Special. Rotten soybeans. I made a little bit of a mess, but that's all right. That, we need to go back to those bins now. They're next. Found this on the feed alley, out through there. What it is a nut and part of a bolt that broke off. But my guess is we have bolts along this rail here that hold them together into the poles. Somewhere we hit it with the feed cart at the end or something, snapped it off. If one of the cattle would have eaten this could have killed them by giving them hardware. That's what we caught. I'm not sure how it works like in their stomach, but it's not good for them. But if they would get it, what we'd probably end up doing is you can get these certain magnets that you send down their throat with a pill gun. That doesn't really hurt them. It just goes down in their stomach and it clings to the metal and dissolves it. And wouldn't poke holes, so it wouldn't poke holes in like their stomach liner and kill them. Well, I guess unfortunately this is going to be the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had fun coming with us to Ag Progress Days 2023. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.